Welcome to Mellow Tarot. So happy to have you here. Today we're doing a reading for all zodiac signs. It's intended to give clarity for the rest of this month, May 2021. So please look down below the timestamp, click your zodiac sign, and watch your reading. And join me if you like this content. Like, comment, subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. This is a new channel, and I would really love to have you here. Join the Mellow gang, and I will see you in your reading, okay? Hello, Tauruses. This is your reading today for the end of May 2021. So the first thing that I asked was, what are the main themes that you're going to be encountering the rest of this month? And you got Temperance, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Make sure you can see those here. So with the Temperance card, I see that you're trying to find some sort of balance and harmony between the Three of Cups here, which is like going out, being with friends, having this social life, and the Ten of Pentacles, which is like family, your job, creating wealth, and just like holding it down at home in the earthly realms, which is interesting because, Tauruses are all about making that money, having that earthly realm all held down. So it's interesting. That's what you're dealing with the rest of this month. So from there, I asked, I guess, what do they need to do moving forward? And it said, share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. And I asked why, or what do you need to share your voice about? And it was the Five of Cups. And having the Five of Cups here shows me that you really need some time off, some recovery, because you've been doing so much. Because then over here it says align your life, what needs to change? And you got the Ten of Wands, which is, it's carrying way too much. I see that you're taking on way too much. So maybe you're going out every single night, and you have a family, and you're working, and you're just going through some sort of burnout. So Spirit is asking you to align your life. What is not aligned? What needs to change? How can we find this temperance, this balance here? And share your voice with others. Like, let them know that, hey, set some boundaries. Like, I can't go out tonight, or like, let them know, hey, I have too much going on. Or maybe it's at work. Sometimes work, it just has to be done. I understand. So just maybe it's letting your boss know, hey, I have all this going on. Maybe you have to drop some of these things because you're really trying to focus on this money right now. So then I asked what type of people you'll be dealing with this month. Either of these could be you and like a way to help move forward with this, or people who could help you, and or just people you're just going to be dealing with this month. So, but I wanted to make it mostly about you, but I understand we're inquisitive about other people in our lives, so put that in here too. So you got the Warrior, strength, skill, discipline, and toughness and will. And I clarified this person, to see what this warrior spirit was about. And I got the Nine of Wands, which is funny because that's the card of perseverance and endurance. So maybe Spirit is asking you to endure through these things, or maybe you're going to have someone who's a warrior and wants to help take on some of these burdens of the Ten of Wands for you, help you, a warrior spirit. Maybe you reach out to a friend, share your voice, let them know. And you also got monk/nun, which is selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. So I asked who this monk or nun character was, And we got the Nine of Swords in reverse, which is a card of like recovery, accepting help, and like managing some of these anxieties and fears and depressions over here from this Five of Cups. So you need to share your voice. So I'm wondering, because those things seem kind of connected, if I'm just wondering if some sort of spiritual, very devoted figure might be able to help you overcome some of these worries, burdens, doubts. So that's pretty much all I have. I also got another card. This one was just like a overall guidance for you for the rest of May 2021, and you got the Dharma card. So that just reminds me that, don't, I know when we're going through and we get super stressed out and we have way too much on us, that it's easy to just be like, oh, it's over, to wallow in these worries and these fears. But I really encourage you to keep going, keep persevering, enduring this, because it's just, life goes in cycles. It's just a period of time where maybe it's just harder to find balance right now, and this could be part of your dharma, and you're going to learn, you're going to grow from it, and like, it's just a chapter of life that you need to go through, because these challenges will help make you into a stronger and better person. So that's really all that I have for you today, Taurus, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and next I'll be doing Geminis. All right. Hello, Geminis. So this will be your reading for the end of May 2021. So let's get started. So the first cards I drew were these top three, and you got the Lovers, King of Cups, and Five of Wands. And these were the, I guess, main themes of what you're going to be dealing with the rest of this month. So it's funny you got your own card. The Lovers is the Gemini card traditionally. So either way, you're going to be dealing with making a choice this month. And if not a choice, no, I'm not. You're definitely dealing with some sort of choice this month. There's actually a lot going on here. So I feel like you have a relationship. It could be a business relationship even, but it could also be a romantic relationship. And there is this King of Cups figure over here, and he seems to be composed and open-minded and is being respectful about these things. But over here, there's a lot of fighting going on, and I feel like someone has a difference of opinion. They may be being nice about it and be this King of Cups figure. It could be you and whoever this King of Cups is. It could be a water sign. You also got the Chariot over here, so it could be a Cancer. But I'm feeling like you're dealing with some sort of water sign who you and them had some sort of disagreement. So I asked what was going to help you with this situation, and you got Answered the Call and Council of Light, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. So I clarified Answer the Call, and again I got the Chariot card here. So I'm wondering if you and this person haven't been talking, and or maybe there again, I feel like they're being respectful or whatever about the situation, whatever you disagreed, whether it was business or romantic, but you're maybe ignoring their calls, or maybe they're ignoring your calls, and you're trying to find peace after this argument. And so whoever needs to answer this call, you got the Chariot card, which makes me feel like you really need to talk about to this person, because I'm not sure what this difference of opinion was about. However, again, it could be romantic and it could be business. And the reason I think it could be business is because over here on dealing with the situation where you got Council of Light, you got the Eight of Pentacles, which means you've been hard at work at something, and I feel that you have this Council of Light behind you that really wants you to succeed because you've been working really hard. So I'm led to think business because of this work card over here. It could be disagreement with someone at work. Or maybe you're starting your own business and you're working really hard on it, but you have like a partner and they're disagreeing. Or it could be romantic and they disagree with how much work you've been doing and they're like, where's the time for me? Those are the two different scenarios that I'm getting in this reading. It is a general reading, so keep it open. Then with these two cards in the middle here, I looked up people that you might be dealing with. So this month, again, you got networker, which gives me another business card. Business type thing, you know, you hear networking. Maybe they're running the social media, but I mean, obviously not everyone's going to have their own business here, but I see that there's someone, it could even be you, who is sharing a lot of this information. Maybe they're even sharing about this disagreement that you had. And again, when I clarify who this person was, you got the Fool. And so I feel like they're being very risky and they're crazy and not like insane crazy, but they're just like very obsessed with this situation in some way and this argument. And again, I see they want to be calm and cool or whatever about it, but I feel that there's someone around here who may be gossiping, and because again down here it says conveys information for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. So I'm wondering if somebody in the business or somebody could be gossiping about your relationship. And again, the argument that you had, it doesn't really seem like a very big deal, although it could be because you have the Lovers here, so you could be needing to make a choice about this relationship or at least just like resolve it, because I see that you guys have a very strong attraction, whether it be business or romance. And lastly, another person that you could be dealing with is this visionary. It was interesting that this card came out, because it says the capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. And then when I clarified it, the Five of Cups came out. So someone regrets what they said here. They're sad and they're looking back on the situation and they're like, dang, whatever we had, we were able to, they really like envisioned a different outcome to this situation. Maybe that's why someone, maybe you need to answer a call from this person, or they're longing for you to answer the call. But yeah, I really feel like they envisioned a different outcome here. So now they're left looking back on the situation and they're kind of upset about it. So lastly, to give you some guidance going forward for the rest of this month, you got the card Shiva, which is one of the Hindu gods, part of the Trinity, actually. And this is a god of destruction, and Shiva's very free. And so part of me makes me feel like you just want to end this, and that's the choice that you want to make, is you just want to end all of this. Maybe it's to destroy the past and stop looking back like in this Five of Cups energy, and to just like forget all this that happened and move forward, because you do have the Chariot here, which doesn't make me feel super negative about it, but I just feel like maybe this whole situation was just done in some sort of childish manner with having the Fool here, and people just, everybody just regretful, and it went down in the wrong kind of way. It was just some sort of misunderstanding here. So Yeah, back to what I was saying. Shiva makes me feel like you just want to destroy all this that happened, forget, wipe all of it, clean slate, and either move on or either, like, remake this up. Like, just be like, look, we were both immature about this. Let's move forward with this business idea, with this relationship. Or maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you just want some freedom. Maybe you just want to move on and you're done with this. And I'm not sure this is a general reading, but you do have a choice to make with the Lover's card here. Alright, Geminis, thank you for tuning in. This was your reading for the end of May 2021. I hope this helped you. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe. Join the Mellow gang. I would love to have you here. And thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hello, Cancers. This is your reading for May 2021. And let's get to it. So I started by getting 3 cards to find out the overall energies of things that you're going to be dealing with for the rest of this month. And you got the Hermit, the Hierophant, and the King of Swords. So first off, before I get into it, you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Virgo, because you have 2 major arcana here, and those are those energies. So with the Hermit, I think that you're thinking something over, seeking answers, and you just needed some alone time to rethink something through. The Hierophant is a traditional institution, like a structure, so maybe you're trying to like rethink some sort of societal structure or institution that you may or may not have been a part of. And then the King of Swords is, I feel like you want to communicate something. The King of Swords is a very knowledgeable, very, very good communicator, very direct. So maybe you're taking the time off to figure out where you want to direct your energies and your communication as far as some sort of institution goes, or something conservative. It could even be just like money or your job if you're not liking who you're working for. Maybe you just need to communicate something. You're taking time to study and take time for yourself before you come back and relay this information. So I asked what could help you with these energies here. And you got the Get Grounded card and the Keepers of the Earth card. Let me zoom so you can see these a little bit better. Let's see. There we go. So with this Get Grounded card, I get a sense that maybe you don't feel grounded in whatever this situation is, this institution, and you feel like everything is just kind of up in the air, even though the Hierophant tends to be a little bit more of a grounded thing. So maybe you're trying to figure out what institution to pick to ground yourself in. Maybe if you're picking like a new job, maybe you're even trying to pick like a new house or school or any of those things. This is a general reading, so I don't know, everyone's gonna have something different. This is just for Cancers as a whole. But when I went to clarify the Get Grounded card, you got the 6 of Swords. So this card is a card of relocating and leaving something behind. You're going on some sort of journey. So I'm feeling like there is some sort of institution, job, or maybe even just a belief, some sort of conservative belief or anything that you are trying to leave behind right now. You're moving on to get grounded in something else. So maybe you're relocating and you're trying to find a new home. But whatever it is, you're on some sort of journey. You're leaving some sort of old belief behind or way of life. Then for this Keepers of the Earth card, you got the 2 of Swords in reverse. And the Two of Swords is in reverse. Well, if you know the Two of Swords upright, it's a woman with a blindfold on. So to be in reverse, that seems to be like more open and surrendering, and you're not blind to what's going on here. It says, "You're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you." Oopsies. So it's just a reminder that you have all of your ancestral knowledge built into you, and they are standing beside you right now. You may even have some sort of a guide who's talking to you, speaking through you right now, and is here to help you right now. But they're really helping you surrender to the situation, I'm seeing, and they're probably helping you with this moving on, leaving behind something and making this decision, but also surrendering to life at the same time, and understanding that to move on and to find, it's going to take some surrendering, because it's not all going to be perfect at first. So then turn this down so you can see these bottom cards. There we go. So then I've looked for people who you might be encountering the rest of this month, and you got the Midas, Miser, and the Student. So this Midas person stands for an entrepreneurial archetype, and they're very creative and able to turn like create money out of nothing, pretty much, like really fast. Everything they have turns to gold. It's like that Midas archetype. And I clarified this card and got the Eight of Swords here. So again, I'm wondering if with the Eight of Cups being here, the Eight of Cups again is walking away, moving on, away from something, taking a new journey. Kind of reflects this Six of Cups energy that's up here. So I'm really thinking that maybe you're moving on to make money in a different way. Try to go with some of your creative pursuits. To make money. And you have to leave some of these old, conservative, traditional type beliefs behind, perhaps. But this isn't to say to be completely detached from this groundedness that you need to get things done, because we do live in a tangible reality, and we have to make money to survive. That's how the things are. But yeah, I think you're just trying to make money in a more creative way and leaving something else behind. And you're taking the time to really process and think about this. Maybe you're even relocating. I just feel like there's a lot of leaving stuff behind energies in here. But you're also surrendering to it. It's not like maybe this was something that you just kind of got pushed into, like your lease was up or something, and you had to move, or who knows, it could be anything. Then we also have a Student here for people you might be encountering. This could be that Virgo and Taurus characters that come into play here. Don't forget about those energies that came in with these two cards. But yeah, it says Student. So someone who is very devoted to knowledge, and they're in this pursuit of lifelong learning. But I clarified who this person was, and we got the Four of Cups here. And this is someone who is pretty guarded. They have these cups in front of them, but they look unsatisfied. So maybe they're unsatisfied with what they're learning right now. Maybe it's not enough for them, or maybe maybe they're just withdrawing from their studies. Maybe they're actually just like over. You can see her shirt here. It says over it. So maybe she's just over school. Whoever this person is, I'm not sure why they're showing up in this reading. Maybe they have to do with part of this. But it doesn't even have to be school. It could be like anyone who studies something, because there's always self-studies, other things. Maybe they're pursuing a different type of career and they're doing online stuff. Who knows? I don't want to get too specific because this is a general reading again. And lastly, something that can help you for the rest of the week, energy to just like guide you, is you're being encouraged to work with Saraswati. She is the Hindu goddess of creativity and insight. She can really influence us and help us move forward with the birth of our creative ideas. So maybe, again, like I was saying with this Midas, leaving behind, again with the moving, I think you're encouraged to really ground and actualize a creative idea, and you may be leaving some old beliefs, old ways, old jobs, old living situations, any of that. You could be leaving that behind, but you're being encouraged to use and root yourself in Saraswati and birth this creative idea and insight, and just really surrender to what's happening here in order to move forward. So, Cancers, that is what I have for you this week. I hope this helped you. I hope that you really enjoyed this video and it really resonated with you. If you like this, please like, comment, subscribe. I would love to hear from you. I love your feedback. Join the Mellow gang. Love to have you here. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Hello, lovely Leos. Welcome to your reading for the rest of May 2021. So, first cards that I got for you were these tarot cards, and these are supposed to be the overall energies that you're dealing with this week. So, it's interesting you got 2 Kings and 2 Pentacles cards. So I really think that you are working on your career right now, and the King of Pentacles is a card of wealth and success, and he's very persistent in his success, and everything he touches turns to gold. So I'm thinking that you either got a raise or you're just doing really well financially. And with the 7 of Pentacles card, I can see that you're taking some time to reflect back on how you got here and you're like, reevaluating, looking back at your achievements. You're proud of yourself and really basking in this, because I can see that you've worked really hard. And there's also a King of Swords here. I'm not feeling like this is you for some reason, but he is a very direct communicator and pursuit of knowledge, just really intellectual. So I'm feeling like you're reevaluating, looking back. Maybe you have a lot of employees, or maybe you're in charge of a lot of stuff and you're evaluating some effective communication, how you want to re-implement that in the coming weeks. But yeah, I feel like you're just doing really well for yourself career-wise right now. That's really what I'm getting. As far as like love and stuff goes, I think that I'm getting, from looking at this reading as a whole, I feel that you have people that you're taking care of with this wealth, whether that be like a partner or family. When I looked at how what kind of guidance you would need in regard to this situation, you got the cards Break the Chain and Sisterhood of the Rose. With this Break the Chain, it says ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. So maybe you were like maybe your family doesn't have very much generational wealth, but you have turned some sort of creative or business idea, or you've just done really well for yourself here, and now you're giving that back to your family. You're rewriting the future of your ancestry and wealth and things of that nature. I clarified what ancestral pattern are we breaking also, and you got Lord of Ruin. So Lord of Ruin, Ten of Swords. This is if the traditional tarot, this is the Hermetic Tarot. I got this card from, but you see a person laying down and they're being like stabbed with 10 swords, and it's like a really rough victimization energy, wallowing in yourself and your depression, kind of like a self-pity type of thing. So maybe you're also breaking out of that as well, and you're like, look, I can't just sit here and be upset. I just have to work. I have to move forward. I have to get on with this, I don't know. I hope this is making sense. But yeah, then you also got the Sisterhood of the Rose card. This is beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic teacher. So maybe, although these are more of like masculine type energies with the making money thing, you could be a feminine. The Sisterhood of the Rose, maybe you have a sister, or maybe you yourself possess a lot of wisdom and you're very devoted to your spirituality, and you have some abilities to pursue that as a mystic teacher, or maybe that's even how you generate your wealth. This is a general reading, that's not going to resonate with everyone. But lastly, you got, to clarify this card, you've got the Fortitude card, which is the strength card in the traditional tarot. So this is telling me that you have a lot of strength under pressure. You're a very brave and reliable person. I can see that. I feel like that's how you've gotten to this much wealth and developed this part of yourself. And maybe you haven't established this wealth yet, and maybe the rest of this month is going to be leading you in this direction. So yeah, just wanted to clarify that. But yeah, I feel like maybe you even have some really strong feminine figures in your life that you can learn from, and you're holding it down, and you're really strong for those feminines. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. Then next I asked, what people are you going to encounter the rest of this month? And you got the Student and the Poet. So with the Student card, this is someone, again, who's devoted to knowledge and lifelong learning. And actually, the Cancers got this card as well here for them encountering it, except for, this will clarify a bit differently. But you got the Justice card. So maybe you are dealing with a Libra who is studying, perhaps they're even studying, they're going to law school and studying justice here. Or maybe they're just studying how to get justice in a situation. This could be monetary justice, legal justice. This could be justice as far as like in a relationship. But they're a student here, and but they don't have to be like going to school. Perhaps it could be like independent learning, self-studies type of thing. They're moving towards some sort of creative thing, and they're really studying up on their information. But yeah, they could be a Libra here, and they're trying to make the most and get the most fair results of the situation, and really get to the truth of their knowledge and learning here. Then you also got the Poet, which is someone who expresses insights in symbolic language. So maybe this could be a musician even. It could be a traditional poet. It could be a writer. Someone who's in the arts type of thing. And when I clarify who this person was, I got the Hanged Man. And this is telling me that in order to do well in this creative pursuit, they have to kind of let go of control and step back from this poetry and surrender to their creative self in order to make it best. I'm not sure why that's showing up here in the reading. Maybe even you are a poet and you've done all these things and you want to express yourself in some way because you're tired of, I guess, focusing so much on this money thing because you've got it going on. You're feeling grounded. You're feeling like, you know, you got your wealth thing going on. So maybe you're into poetry. Maybe you're a musician. Maybe you're an artist, or maybe you just have some things you want to express. Again, you have the King of Swords here, which is a communicator. So maybe you're trying to communicate parts of your soul in some sort of symbolic type of way. And again, the Hangman here is encouraging you to, I guess, let go of this earthly type of thing and surrender and just like flow with your creativity and just surrender to what comes up emotionally so that you can really let it out in this creative way. And lastly, I got just some overall guidance for you to get you through the rest of this month, and you got the card Kapha. And this card is about, again, earth and groundedness, which is interesting because you got all of these pentacles and earth cards in this reading. So, but it talks about not being attached to all of these possessions and things. Although you may be making lots of money, that's great. It's awesome. Just don't be too attached, and remember to value your loved ones, and be content with your stability. Be content with what you've created, but just remember not to be attached to it. And remember to be grounded and rooted in yourself first and foremost, and not the money, because you're the one who created the money. You're the one who manifested that for yourself. So rather than being attached to all the things you can get with the money, be grounded and rooted in yourself and the fact that you did this, and be proud of yourself here, and sit back and look and say, hey, I'm really proud of what I've done here, but I don't necessarily need all of these things because I can just do it again. You know, that type of contentment where the richness comes from within. And really, if you're into some sort of creative pursuit, this is the time to say go for it and just surrender. Forget about all this money stuff. Maybe not completely, but like, you know, sit back and like get deep in that part of yourself, your creative type of self again. And yeah, that is what I'm getting for you this week, Leos, or I guess the rest of this month, not this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. I would love to hear from you. Join the Mellow gang. And I will see you in another reading. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, Virgos. So your reading looks the most interesting of all of them I've done so far. I'm excited to get into this one. This is your reading for the end of May 2021 into the 1st of June. So let's go into what you're dealing with. It's kind of spicy. But first, we start with the King of Swords. So that's a card of direct communication. Very direct. But then we have next to it, it's like very direct and swift and fast. It's the air, you know. And then we have the Knight of Cups next to it. And he's slow moving, he's sensitive, very compromising and romantic, a more passive type of energy. So I'm not really sure which one of these you are here, but I can tell first off someone else's energy is strongly coming through in here, because I think you're either getting into a new relationship here, or someone you're already in a relationship and it's like it's committed and it's already like going. But anyways, you have the Chariot here as well, which is like action, moving forward, and like control, you know. It's like a very like let's do this type of energy. And I'm feeling like that is more you, because there's two cards that are like, you see she has this sword here, then the king has the sword here, and now we got this knight. He's looking at his cup, and he's very creative, and he's so like just very compromising and sweet. The Knight of Cups is a very sweet energy, but feeling like you're the very direct one here. You're the boss here, you know what I'm saying? But I feel that you're dealing with someone who's in this Knight of Cups energy. So The next thing that I asked is, dang, I hope you can't hear my stomach growling this. I'm gonna get some lunch after you guys. But when the next thing I did was clarify kind of this and see what you need to do about this. Like, where is this going, kind of thing. And you got the card no, wait, postpone, pause and say no. And you got the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So, no, that's a very direct card. Again, I feel like it kind of goes back to your energy that I'm getting here. It's just very like to the point. Let's do this. No, this isn't what I want, but this is what I want. So, what are you saying no to this month? You're saying no to Ten of Swords energy. You're saying no to negativity. You're saying no to feeling self-pity. You're saying no to just being stuck at your rock bottom. But what you're ready for is the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. This is what you're saying yes to. You're saying yes to the Four of Wands here. And this is a marriage card. So, and reaching a milestone, this is a joyous card. Like, this is a card of success. This is what you've been training for lifetime. So, if this isn't a relationship, this could be a career, and you're like, yes, this is what I'm ready for. No more drowning in self-pity. No more pausing. No more waiting. I'm tired of waiting and feeling all dreary. Like I got 10 swords in my body. You're saying, nope, I'm ready to move forward. And I'm ready to be joyous. I'm ready to get what I want. Whether that be a marriage, a relationship, I don't know. It could be anything. This is a general reading here, but I'm definitely getting this let's do it energy. And then with this Knight of Cups character here, I feel like you're super dominant. That doesn't mean you couldn't be a feminine in this situation, but I feel like right now you just know exactly what you want, and they're here to compromise. They're very sensitive. They're very sweet to you, whoever this person is, and they're here and they've got your back. That's what I'm getting. So then I went and I got 2 archetype cards to see what people you'll be encountering. And so I guess let's start with this Don Juan character. It's a funny thing, but it's someone who spotlights your positive, seductive qualities and uses the power of romantic attraction. So I'm feeling like this Knight of Cups is sensitive. It's like, oh baby, let me help you. Yes, let's do exactly what you want. And I clarified him, and it's the King of Pentacles. So whoever this is, he's wealthy. He or she's wealthy. She's seductive. She's beautiful. She's here to support you. She's exactly what you want. And you got the Four of Wands card coming out here. So I don't know. Are you guys getting married or what? What are you doing? This is a cute reading. So whatever romantic relationship you're in right now, it's gonna do fantastic this month. And if there's someone who fits this kind of Don Juan character, go for it. If you like him, he got money. I'm not saying be all in it for money, because obviously it's what's in the heart, but I can feel that they're sweet. They seem like a super sweet person. So if that's what you want, I say go for it for the rest of this month. And the other character that other person, that archetype that you might come across this rest of this month is the teacher. And this is someone who's able to communicate knowledge, experience, wisdom, or skill. Then maybe part of this King of Swords energy, maybe an air sign. Also, this Don Juan sweet watery character, I feel like he could be a Cancer, or he could be another water sign. Anyways, back to this teacher character. I clarified who this was, and I got the Nine of Cups, which is someone who's kind of smug, has high self-esteem, and I think they're like a little proud, because if I look at the shadow attributes, it says teaching negative traits and destructive skills, manipulating or abusing students. I'm not saying they're necessarily manipulative. I just think they're a little bit cocky for the rest of this month, and they're a very cocky teacher, and they're very proud of all their achievements, maybe school achievements or degrees or whatever, but they just feel like they're the boss right now, type of thing. So that may be an energy to watch out for this month. This could be in the workplace. This could be if you're doing any sort of schooling and they're in charge. I just feel like they're in charge of teaching or passing on some sort of knowledge to you, and they're a little bit cocky about it, and I don't feel like you're liking it because you're very direct and to the point. So I know you can deal with them, but that's just something to look out for. And lastly, I got a card from the Yogic Path deck to give you some guidance for all of this stuff for the rest of the week. And you got the card Chinamasta. Chinamasta. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. The card looks really cool. It's interesting. So this card really is, Chinamasta is actually the goddess of self-transcendence. So, and transformation. So she's all about transforming your passions into that like spiritual energy and transcending the self. So, and she encourages that we don't have fear in states of pleasures. We just like transition, and really surrender and like enjoy the pleasures of life, but we're able to transcend through these passions and pleasures. So I find that really like applicable to this reading in general, especially with this like this romance thing you got going on over here. I feel like she's encouraging you to like really just surrender and dive into those pleasures and feel yourself a little bit and let this Don Juan seduce you and be all there for you and everything. Because I see that you're very like direct and to the point and in charge, but I think that this Chinamasta card is here to like say, hey, enjoy the pleasures, enjoy this relationship. It's not all about doing all the time. And you can really transcend and learn a lot about yourself in that way, into this like seductive, like feminine type of energy. So that's what I'm getting for something to help you for the rest of this week. And remember to say no to this negativity, like lost feeling, and say yes to moving forward and this joy and that type of feeling. Yeah, so I really enjoyed doing this reading for you guys, for you Virgos. This one was kind of surprising. The other ones have been, for the others so far, it's been a little more like money, business related, but this one was cool and fun. I liked this one. A little romantic, a little steamy. So that's all I have for you for the rest of this month and into June. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. I would love to have you here. Join the Mellow gang. We're just chilling. We mellow over here. And yeah, so I will see you in the next reading. Hello, my fellow Libras. Today we're doing a reading to figure out the rest of your May 2021 into early June. What are we going to be dealing with, Libras? So, I first asked, what energies are you dealing with? Like, what's going on this month? And you got the Nine of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So, the Page of Swords is telling me that you're planning and you're seeing the truth of something, and you're really seeking and preparing something, like you're in planning mode. But you're also very confident and you're assured in yourself, and you're satisfied with where you're at, but you're still seeking out possibly a Four of Wands energy, which can be a marriage card, but also can stand for like achieving a goal and celebrating that, like a newness and joy type of energy. So But again, you seem to be satisfied with where you're at. It can also mean falling in love. So maybe you are seeking love this month. That could definitely be a thing. Or maybe you're seeking more from a relationship, or more stability, and you're seeking the end of something to where you can look back and celebrate and say, hey, I reached this goal. So I asked, what's going to help Libra reach this goals this month? And got the card Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth is happening, and the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So again, maybe you don't have everything you want, which is why you're kind of in a seeking mode right now. But I guess no matter what struggles you face, just remember it's happening for you, not to you. And you're in a period of unfolding. And so when you reach the point of where the rose is completely blossomed and unfolded, you can sit back and say, wow, I did this. Celebration, joyous type of energy of the Four of Wands. So maybe you're waiting on a relationship to unfold, a career to unfold, or a creative idea to unfold for you. And I asked to clarify this ever unfolding rose card, and I got the Ace of Swords. So what that tells me is that, again, you're trying to seek truth in something. You want this to unfold in a just manner. You don't want to manipulate anything to get to this goal, but you're definitely ready for a new energy here. You're ready to go forth with this new idea, but in an honest manner. And again, over here we have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. So maybe part of this idea is like part of your, what you want and what you're planning here is part of something, some larger goal of your life, like creating exactly what you want, you know? And again, we got the Queen of Wands here when I clarified this card. And she is very strong, passionate. She has a lot of self-esteem. She's very sincere and loving, and she has very confident communication. So maybe those are all traits you need to embody in order to create this heaven on earth for you, to manifest this idea that you have. Then I got these two cards, this from the Carolyn Myss Archetypes deck, to figure out what type of people you may be encountering this month. So again, this could come into play with someone who's helping you manifest this idea, someone who could be against this idea, or maybe this is a love thing, and one of these is an archetypes of someone who you're interested in moving forward with romantically. So for these, I got Vampire and I got the Hermit. So for Vampire, I immediately think of like an energy vampire, but also there's a type of vampirism where maybe you're surrounded by a lot of negative energy, and rather than using that energy to hurt you and deplete you, you use it to give you that passion and that fiery wands energy to just motivate you to move out of it, if that makes sense. So maybe you are surrounded by energy vampires or someone who's just like really draining your life force right now. But I clarified the card and I got the Nine of Wands, which is someone who's defensive and fighting their own inner demons, but they're also persevering through that. Like they have stamina for it. Like, but that's just where they're at right now, and they're kind of battling and using their energy to go through that. So I don't know if, because this person is going through all of these things, they may need a lot for you. They may be draining your energy and you're giving a lot to them. And then I also got the Hermit. And this is someone who seeks solitude, and they're working on their inner life to generate creative ideas. But this is a withdrawn energy. So maybe someone has withdrawn for you. Maybe even you are in an energy where you've withdrawn. So I clarified this Hermit card, and we got the Ace of Swords again, which does make me think it's you, because when we clarify this ever unfolding rose card, you were the Ace of Swords, you. So I'm wondering if maybe you're really in this planning mode. You're still confident and you're still like fiery with your energy because you want this, but maybe you're taking some time for yourself to really focus on what you want so that you can manifest this Ace of Swords, this new idea, whatever this is, or new relationship, or maybe you're just like trying to figure out what you exactly want to create this Lemuria for you. So finally, I got a card to, I guess, give you some general advice for the rest of this month into the next. And we got Sita. And she is the goddess of devotion and loyalty, and almost in like a very selfless way, to where it's like she believes in something to where she's willing to stand by it, and even if that means persecution for it and no one else believing her, but she's like very honest and truthful and devoted and loving at the same time. So this selfless devotion makes me feel that maybe even a person in your life has been this vampire, and or maybe you're still unsure about this idea and how to move forward, or something about this, and you need to come back and reflect, but still have that same love and devotion. It's still there. It's just taking a step back to really make sure that you're devoted to this idea and to move forward with it. And like, because I see like you have all these swords, and also this wands over here. So I see that you want to do it in a very just and clear, of course, Libra-esque manner. And in order to manifest it, you don't want it to be dishonest, you don't want to be unworthy, you don't want to manipulate, but you really do want this goal. So you're taking your time to reflect, see how you can get there, but just because you're taking time to plan and prepare, it just only shows how much more devoted you are to this project. So even if people are against you, whatever this idea is, or maybe uncooperative to this idea and what you're trying to manifest, just remember to stay devoted and have that loyalty to yourself and your own creative ideas. So that's really what I'm getting for you this month, Libra, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. We'd love to have you here. Join the Mellow gang. And I will see you in another reading. Bye-bye. Hello, Scorpios. This is your reading for the rest of May 2021 into June. So, I started this reading by getting 3 tarot cards to figure out the overall energies that you're dealing with this month. And you got the 6 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. So what I'm seeing here is that there has been some sort of fight or disagreement with someone, and you're trying to make up with them, and they're not having it. So I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can zoom into this top. If you see on the 4 of Cups, her shirt says over it, and she's being offered this cup here, and it looks like, you know, the same arm that's offering this child this cup here too. So maybe this problem could be with a child or someone who is very childish. And I feel like you're putting your best foot forward here. You're trying to be the bigger person here, and you're being generous, and you're still offering them this cup. Like over here, this is your generosity, but they're not having it. So, that being said, this could be a relationship and you're still trying to be the bigger person and offer them things and do your part, but they're not having it. I'm not sure what their thing is. Actually, while I have a minute, we can just go ahead and clarify that. Don't tell the other groups that I clarified, because I do want to know a little bit about this person and what you guys are fighting about. Ooh, too many cards. Clear guided messages, please. Ooh, okay. I know what card I'm supposed to take here. It is on the floor. Alright. Okay. It is the Two of Pentacles. So, I feel like you guys are juggling some sort of monetary thing. Maybe it's a business thing, maybe it's a relationship. But I can see that you're definitely trying to juggle a bunch of responsibilities. And maybe the other person just doesn't like... maybe the other person doesn't like how you handled it, but you're still being generous. You're still... Definitely has something to do with the money here. The Pentacles realm. It could even be like something you guys are supposed to buy together or work towards together, but they didn't like how it worked out and they're over it, even though you're still offering it to them. You see these cups, and I'm just... all these cards, they have this yellow, even though they're not Pentacles cards. And then on this cup, there's like green stars. Let me show you. Green stars right here on the cup she's offering. That just makes me feel like this is just definitely money related. I'm not sure what you guys are fighting about. But anyways, I proceeded to ask about what you can do about this situation, how to best move forward. And you got transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing, and the grandmother of Jesus card, seeding the light, laying foundation, divine plan. So, I feel like with this card in particular, that you're really trying to help lay the foundations for something, whether it be a relationship or a business, and they want it their way, and they're not liking it, but, so I was like, well, what is this about? Can I clarify this card? And I got the Eight of Swords, which is a card of feeling trapped, restricted, and confused. So maybe you guys, maybe one person wants one way, one person wants it the other way, and you guys are not effectively communicating about this. Especially with this being a swords card, I don't feel like you're communicating about this well at all. And both of you are just feeling confused. But where you're trying to just be the bigger person and apologize and still offer them your cup, they're just like, I'm over it right now. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to accept your cup. I don't like what you have. So, also, this transformation card makes me feel like something in this relationship has to transform to move on. Because when I clarified it, I got the Wheel of Fortune, and that's just fated change, and something has to change here for this to move forward, and it will change, the Wheel of Fortune here. So I also got two archetype cards here to figure out people that might be part of this situation or might be dealing with while going through whatever this argument is. And we got the Rescuer and the Destroyer. So this Rescuer, I feel like, is you in this situation, because you seem to be acting out of love and you don't really expect a reward. You're the one offering this generous cup here. And again, when I clarified it, I got the Four of Wands, and that's a card of just like, we should be joyous right now. We should be celebrating. Like, it feels like you guys got something new, but they just don't like it for some reason. I'm not really sure what this is about. But yeah, you're here, you're trying to be joyous, you're trying to celebrate, you're still trying to be the bigger person. But maybe you're the one who's being overly generous here, and they didn't have the money, or they didn't really have much to do with manifesting this, so they don't want to even accept it because I guess they didn't create it themselves, but you're still being super generous here, and you want harmony, you want union. So that is what I'm getting from that card. And then for this one, I got the Destroyer. It says releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. Intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential is a shadow attribute. So maybe this was miscommunication and this was your dream, not their dream for something. This could be completely reversed too, maybe to where you're not liking what you're receiving and it was their dream and they're trying to rescue you. It could be that way as well. This is a general reading. So, I'm really attracted to these shadow attributes here, to where it's like destroying others' dreams or potential. And it seems like maybe it seriously does. It feels like someone had a completely different idea of what they wanted, and then they got it. This is I'm going to give an analogy, but I'm not saying this is what it has to be specifically. It's like you and this person wanted to buy a house together, right? You were going to move your relationship on, and then you got this paycheck, whatever, or you're going to move in together, and you got this good deal, so you went ahead and you bought it, and you're being super generous, but they're like, no, this is what I want. I didn't put any money into this. I didn't get to pick what this is. This isn't what I want at all. I don't want it. And now they're just like mad and being super stubborn about it, and you guys are having an argument about it. It just feels like something of that type of nature, where I don't feel like you had bad intentions. I felt like you were like, they were going to be so excited and you were going to have this union and this harmony, and it was an act of love, and then it was like you're getting slammed for it type of thing. And when I clarified this Destroyer card, I got the Wheel of Fortune again. So the Wheel of Fortune showing up twice here. So I'm feeling like this transformation that I was talking about here with the Wheel of Fortune might be some sort of destruction of what this is. It could be the relationship that's unfortunately, or it could just be like getting rid of what you just got to please them. Like going back to the analogy, it'd be like just getting rid of the house. Be like, nope. Or maybe it's the destructive attitude on somebody's part here, and it just has to change, and they're just going to have to get over it. They're going to have to destroy this idea that they had in their heads of what they wanted it to be, because it's not that. But that doesn't mean you can't appreciate what you have. And then when I asked for a card for general guidance on how to help you through this situation, and we got the Ojos card. And this card is a card of like peace and patience. It's about using your body wisely as a vessel and putting good things into the body, really treating your body with gentleness and kindness. And here I'm hearing, don't blame yourself for this. You really tried to do this act of love, and if they can't appreciate it, they can't appreciate it. And that's just me being honest here. And really just focus on your own health and your own well-being and keeping that peace, and just be patient with yourself in the situation, and it will work itself out. You have the Wheel of Fortune here twice, meaning some sort of change is going to happen. They can't sit here and sulk about it forever. Things have to move on, have to move forward. I hope that they get over it and you find some sort of union with this person. I would hate that the relationship have to be destroyed over something like this when you really meant the best. I don't think it would have to be that deep, but I don't know the situation. That's between you guys. So yeah, Scorpios, that's what I have for the rest of this month into June, and I hope this resonates with you. This one was a little bit, it was pretty specific here with this situation, but hopefully if you didn't resonate with the whole, I guess, thing, you didn't have an argument, hopefully there was bits and pieces here that shone through for you. Maybe it fits in some sort of abstract way. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, Scorpios. I enjoyed doing this reading for you. If you like this, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, join the Mellow gang. I'm going to be trying to do these readings a lot on this channel and keep it very active. So yeah, go ahead and do those things, and I will see you in another reading. Bye-bye. Hello, Saggies. This is your reading for the rest of May 2021 into early June. So, these first three cards at the top, I got to figure out the overall energies and what you're going to be facing the rest of this month. And so, I guess let's get into it. So, I can see here that you're struggling to figure out a good work-life balance, and you're juggling a lot of things. Maybe you have a lot of responsibilities right now. But I can see that you have a lot of mental strength about it, and you have a lot of new ideas, and you're really pushing through. You're pushing through this. You're doing it pretty well, actually. You're going at it with ease. And with the Six of Cups, I can see that you're a very generous person as well. Maybe you work in childcare, or maybe you have kids. There's something to do with kids here, potentially. But I feel like you share a lot of maybe wisdom. Maybe you share a lot of money. Maybe you share a lot of what you have. You just do a lot for other people. And you're trying to juggle these responsibilities as well. So when I asked what could help you get through these energies the rest of the month, and you already doing it, stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So I went to clarify this card, and I got the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is a very hard-working, dependable person. He's committed, but he also reminds us to not take things too seriously, even though he is super committed to these things. So I think this here is saying, stop worrying about getting it perfect. You're already doing a lot. You're juggling it. You're doing it exceedingly well. And you're a very generous person on top of it. So you're already doing all of this. You're already doing great. So there's no need to worry here about it. But just remember not to take it too seriously, even though you are very committed and dependable. Then I got Akasha over here, and it says your guidance is divinely guided. And I guess that goes without saying. I feel like you are a very giving, caring, considerate person as well. And I feel like that's part of your divine guidance. You have guides that are working through you or with you. And when I went to clarify this card, you got the Two of Cups, which is a card of like falling in love, connection, attraction, bliss type of card. So that's really making me feel that all of this hard work is going to pay off, and I feel that there's going to be a new connection coming in, whether or not it's the end of this month or in June. I feel like it's coming really soon. Some sort of connection that's going to help motivate you and make it all worth it, you know? Or maybe this is just love that you have for some kids, but it could also be a romantic love coming in, or just something of that nature. So then I pull cards to see what kind of archetypes are going to be showing up in your life the rest of this month, or people. And we got the Seeker, and it says, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. And so I was like, who is this seeker? Let me clarify. And I got the Everything is Fine card, which is really the Ten of Swords card in this deck. And I'm feeling that maybe the reason that you've been watching this reading or all this stuff is because, you know, you have a really, maybe you hit rock bottom, maybe you weren't feeling good and you really like took off and you just had a thirst for wisdom and truth and you were like, no, I'm not going to stay in this energy here. Or it could also be a person who was doing that, and that could be this Two of Cups person that could be coming in, and they've maybe had a troublesome background, but they're on a journey, and then they run into you and they meet you, and you're this just very generous person. You're doing really well for yourself, a little bit busy right now, but doing good. Then I got the Fool card, and I mean, obviously the Fool's in the tarot, but this is an Archetypes oracle deck here. So, it says fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh. So I feel like there's someone, maybe it's you, maybe you just like to laugh about things and not take things too seriously again, like the Knight of Pentacles, and that's what this Fool is reminding you to do. But I feel like using this way of just laughing and just like laughing through it and just is when I clarify is I got the Ten of Wands, which is like a heavy load, tiredness and stuff, and you may be that type of person who just laughs it off and just keeps going, and I see that you're very strong, but don't forget to take time for yourself and like really take care of yourself. And you don't have to just laugh everything off. If something is hard, you can fearlessly reveal your emotions, but it doesn't mean it has to be laughed at all the time. But there's always a good time for a good laugh. It could go either way. And then lastly, I got a card to give you guidance for the rest of this month, and we got the card Dharma. So yes, this is a challenging time. You may have a lot on your plate, but you're really coming out of this energy. You're seeking wisdom. You're doing it already. So just these cards remind you to stop overthinking. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing forward towards whatever goals there is, because you're divinely guided and your rewards are like, they're coming. They are coming. And the world needs generous people like you. So, yeah, this Two of Cups is coming. This love, this connection, maybe your soul tribe, maybe a relationship that you just have really needed to give you that support. And you're like, where are they? Just keep doing what you're doing, focusing on yourself, on your goals. And I mean, I'm sure there are people who really appreciate your generosity, and I feel like you are a very important key to a lot of people's lives. Alright, Sagittarius, that is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped you and resonated with you. If it did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, join the Mellow gang. Love to have you here, and thanks again for watching. I will see you in another video. Hello Capricorns, this is your reading for the end of May 2021 into early June. So first, I started by getting 3 cards to figure out the general energies of the reading. And what I got here is the Cancer, I don't know why I said that, the Tower, the World, and the Three of Wands. Maybe because the Chariot's here, Cancer. But, yeah, so with the Tower being next to the World, I don't think there's going to be some change in the future. I think you've already been through a sudden change. I think something broke down, whether it be a relationship or a job, or it could be a project, it could be anything. Something broke down in your past, and now you're working on rebuilding that, and you're trying to integrate these painful things you went through here into yourself. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. We're just trying to create a new balance now that these bad, tumultuous times are over. And the Three of Wands, you see she's looking out over the water. She's trying to develop new plans, and I think you, Capricorn, are trying to figure out how to move on from this and just rebuild this. And that may even mean some sort of like shadow work, or like just really getting deep into yourself and understanding the situation. Because a lot of times we go through it and we just like block it down, and we don't want to go back and think about it anymore because it was hard enough when we went through it. But we have to remember that we have to go through and process these traumatic experiences. So that being said, I said, what's gonna help Capricorns for the rest of this month? And I got Warrior Woman and Get Grounded. So with Warrior Woman, I see that you're very strong, and you're a warrior. You've been through a lot of stuff. I feel that you've been through a lot. Maybe it's been a really big month for you. Maybe you lost something this month or someone this month, but you're really being a warrior about it. And I tried to clarify what you were being this warrior about, but again, I was hit with the Queen of Wands, and it's like she's just strong, courageous, she's confident, she believes in herself, she's just pushing forward. And I just what I'm getting for you, it's like you don't even want to dwell in the past, you're just pushing forward right now, and you're just trying to look into the future with this Three of Wands energy and just move on and create something new. And then you also got the Get Grounded card. It says empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So I'm getting that maybe you're even an empathic and highly sensitive person, so that made this even more intense. So now you're just being a warrior about it, and you're just getting past and you're moving through it. But Spirit's encouraging you to get grounded for the rest of this month and just really connect with nature and yourself. And I think groundedness and that root chakra, this red, that's how you're going to really set those plans if they have a really strong foundation there. And when I clarified this card, you got the Chariot, which is just action and focus. So really focus on grounding yourself. Just like do that. You could be, I don't know, it could have something to do with a Cancer. You could have Cancer placements potentially. But yeah, you've been through a lot this past month. So then I tried to get some cards to see what archetypes, what people are going to be showing up the rest of this month. And you got the Father and the Scribe. Now, with the Father, that doesn't necessarily have to mean it's your father. It could be your father. You could be a father. It could be a grandfather. It could be in a relationship with someone and you want them to be a father for your kids, or you may want to father children. But I tried to clarify who this father figure was, and I got the Six of Swords, which is like leaving something behind, which is like interesting. So maybe your father perhaps died, and that's what this Tower moment was. If it is, my condolences. I'm really sorry. The loss is really hard. I couldn't imagine. But maybe your father has relocated, or I just feel like there's something that either you or this father figure in your life has had to leave behind. Then we also got the Scribe card, and it says preserving knowledge and information, but shadow attributes could also be altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. So I feel that there could be someone who maybe likes to write, maybe they're into journalism or something, maybe you're into journalism or creative writing. I clarified this card and got the Seven of Wands. So I see someone who doesn't take no for an answer and is probably relentless in their search for writing topics or things. So there could just be like a journalist potentially in your life, or maybe writing and journaling about these experiences can help ground you and help you move through them and process some of these things. But you have to you're encouraged to be very strong about it and honest and brave with what you write. And lastly, I wanted to get a message from the Yogic Path deck to give you guidance for the rest of this month into June. And you got the Lolita Tripura Sundari card. I have no idea if I pronounced that right. That's what it says. And this card is about sensuality and erotic spirituality. That's who Lolita Tripura stands for. So this doesn't mean necessarily you could do like tantra, you could enjoy your food, just really allow yourself to get into your pleasures. And I think those things might help ground you by connecting with nature, feeling the grass beneath your feet. Just really get into your sensual erotic side in order to heal from the situation and move forward. Alright, Capricorn, that's all I have for you this week. I hope this was helpful for you. Again, I'm sorry if you went through a lot. This was kind of a rougher reading. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. I would love to hear what you thought of this reading, and join the Mellow gang. Love to have you here, and I will see you in another video. Bye bye. Hello Aquarius, this is your reading for the end of May 2021 into June. So I started by getting some general energies with these tarot cards up top, and you got the Ace of Cups, the Moon, and the Page of Cups. So you had cups coming out all throughout this reading. So Ace of Cups obviously is like new birth of something. Could be a baby, but or it could mean new love coming in for you this month. It's a emotional connection, a close bond. It could be a friend, or it could be a lover, someone of that nature. But I see you overthinking it, like you have an overactive imagination a bit, you may be daydreaming about this person. I just really see you like kind of crushing on somebody, if I'm being honest. But I also see this dark figure, creeping up in the back. So maybe you have some anxieties. Maybe there's something in the back of your head where you don't feel like you're good enough. Whatever this new birth is, I guess you're feeling a sense of like impending uncertainty with it, and you're overthinking it. And then I see you got the Page of Cups. So that's another card of like, she brings good news, the Page of Cups, and it's usually like happy, love, expressive type news. So I feel like this person is coming in, they're going to give you what you want to hear from this, but I still feel like you have this sense of uncertainty about it. So I clarified to see what you should do and what's going to help you to move forward in the best way. So it says the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? And it has a yes card. Just say yes. And when I clarified this yes card, I got the Three of Cups, which is like, go out, have fun, party, celebrate. I'm feeling like this new relationship thing is a yes. Like, do it. And then when it comes to the crumbling, what are you clinging on to? I feel that this goes back. You can see the darkness here, and that kind of goes with the dark figure in this water. I feel like you're clinging on to these anxieties, these thoughts in your head, in the back of your mind, like, I don't know if I trust them, what if they screw me over, what if I end up heartbroken, all types of uncertainties like that. And if this isn't new love for you, if you're already in a relationship, then this could be like a new creative project or just something you're trying to do, but your anxieties and uncertainties are getting in the way. So you need to stop clinging on to those things and like just clear your mind and remove those thoughts. Because if those thoughts weren't there, would you still be feeling this way? If you're still feeling this way, then like really tap into your intuition. And if your intuition says no, then that's another story. But if it's just thoughts and pesky thoughts telling you you're not good enough, there's a difference. And when I clarified this crumbling, again, Seven of Cups is like having an overactive mind, playing mind games, like seeing things that aren't there. I feel like you're trying to doom whatever this new thing is before it's even like fully born, if that makes sense. So I asked what kind of archetypes or people are going to show up in these next few weeks or so, and you got the Exorcist and the Midas/Miser. Now with the Exorcist card, it says freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. When I clarified this, I got Five of Cups, which is like just giving up, despair, grief, loss, like looking back and regretting how things went out. I feel like maybe in the past you had a bad relationship or something and you were wounded by this. Maybe you have a lot of blockages about people. And that's what this anxiety is that keeps creeping in. And maybe there's someone who can help you free yourself of these anxieties and just exorcise these demons and things holding you back from yourself. Now, you also got this Midas card, which is entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn like anything into gold, Midas's touch type of thing. And when I clarified it, I got the Ten of Wands. So it seems to be that someone here is very wealthy, but is also clinging on and trying to hold on to too many things in order to keep that wealth, like almost in like a greedy sense, and it's like really stressing them out because they're like too attached. So I don't know if that's you, could be someone else in your life, but that characteristic is really showing up here. It needs to be addressed. And lastly, to give guidance for the whole reading as a whole, I got the card Yamas from the Yogic Path deck. And Yamas stands for kindness and compassion. She's very wealthy. You can see these diamonds, and she looks like she has a lot of wealth, but she's to remind us to be unpossessive in our riches, which is interesting with having this Midas card here to correlate with this. So I'm wondering if, aside from this newness that's coming in, I'm wondering if part of those anxieties and things that you've been worried about lately are trying to hold on to possessions or something of that nature, or this could be someone else in your life. So Yamas just reminds us to be thankful for what we have, yet not be too attached to those things. So that is all I have for you in this reading, Aquarius. I hope that it resonated with you and that you gained some wisdom and insight from it. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and join the Mellow gang. And I hope to see you in another reading. Bye-bye. Alright, Pisces, this will be your reading for the end of May 2021 into June. So I started by getting some cards for the overall energies for the week for you. And we got the Ace of Wands here. the King of Cups and the Seven of Cups. With the Ace of Wands, you are urged to start this creative new beginning that you have. And I can see that you have a lot of passion for it. But I see the Seven of Cups to the right saying you are still daydreaming, you're still keeping your options open, and I see you overwhelmed with a whole bunch of choices and different routes that you feel like you can go. But with the King of Cups here, you're being urged to just take action. Start one of these things. Just start a project. Move towards something, because sitting around daydreaming about what is not going to move you any closer to the thing if you keep on doing it. You have to act. The Ace of Wands urges you to act the rest of this month. So, whatever that is, whether it be a project that you've been daydreaming about, whether it be a person, this really is reminding me of one of the keys to manifestation is action. We can sit here and we can do the mental part, and we can, send out energy and pray and meditate for something. But ultimately, that's not going to do any good unless our bodies do its part as well. So, you must act, you must move forward with something. That is what you're being told for this month, Pisces. So, I asked what is going to help you move forward with this action. And it says, don't dim to fit in, and protection. Call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. So I'm wondering if some of these options could be already cut out because maybe they're not exactly what you want. And again, when I clarified this don't dim to fit in card, you got the Ace of Swords, which is another ace. You've got two aces here. So I know you have something new coming in for you that you're supposed to be acting on. But the Ace of Swords is very honest, and it uncovers deception. So if you're dimming yourself, you can't bullshit yourself and deceive yourself. You've got to use your sword, pierce through the bullshit, cut out some of these bullshit options that you know don't align with you and your truth. Again, we have protection. Call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. So this is telling me that maybe there's also some people in your life who are giving you false ideas or things, but they're not in alignment with you. And again, cut the cords off. Focus on what you need to do. Stop sitting here bullshitting yourself because you're being urged to act. I'm not trying to be harsh here, just trying to tell you what the cards are saying. And when I clarified this protection card, I was like, what do you need protection from? And again, you got the Seven of Cups. The imagery is a little bit different, but they're both the Seven of Cups here. So, what you're being asked to protect yourself from is to be careful what you wish for. Because you can sit here, you can daydream about all of these things. You can. But again, cut the bullshit. Protect yourself from others who are feeding you bad information about what you should be doing. And don't dim your own light when you're trying to make this decision. And be very careful about this decision that you make, but you're really being told to do it. So, that's the overall message here. So then I got two cards to figure out some people or archetypes that might be showing up in the next month for you. And we got the Prince and the Seeker. Now with the Prince, it says romantic charm and potential for power. And then Shadow is using power for self-aggrandizement. I don't know why, but when I saw this card today, it just felt a little bit mischievous. Like, I know he has these flowers behind his back and he's supposed to swoop in like a prince, but I don't know, he just looks nervous in stature, and the flowers don't even look that good to me. Maybe I'm just being mean. I don't know, but I'm just this princess is giving me shady energy, especially since he's on the side. You can see these women in a circle making this gesture, this X, like, no, protect yourself. And that's just making me feel like this prince is just no good. Maybe he's giving you bad ideas. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm not liking this prince character here. I'm not. Just be honest. Um, this could be anyone. If you're a male watching this, I guess take this as a princess. Someone who's just like very charming and romantic. But right now, I feel like you have a decision to make about something very more important in your life than this person. And they just feel like a distraction, and you need to cut the cord and protect yourself from this person. That's really what I'm feeling. When I clarified this Prince card, I got the Emperor. So, I mean, it's a firm leader, someone who's mature. Maybe they're in a place of authority. But also, the Emperor reminds us to draw boundaries. So maybe this person isn't all bad, but maybe right now, while you're trying to make this decision in the most pure and like just rooted in yourself, best option for you, maybe you just need to put up a boundary between this person, because maybe they're just overstepping and giving you too many ideas, too many things to think about, and you just need clarity right now. And then we got the Seeker, and it says thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. And the shadow attribute of this is an inability to commit to a path once found. So I really feel like this Seeker is you, Pisces. I really do. Because, again, you're looking, there's all these different paths. You're daydreaming about them. You're seeking your wisdom, your truth. You're seeking your truth in this situation. This is your action, not anyone else's. This is for you. And it says inability to commit to a path. And I feel like you're struggling to commit to one of these things and just do it. But maybe you do have a lot of great ideas, but you need to commit to one and you need to do it. Like I was saying before, we can't manifest anything by just simply laying here daydreaming about it. We have to act. Not saying daydreaming is all bad, because there's a lot of creativity that can come from there. But I feel that you've been doing it so much that it's driving you crazy, because when I clarified this Seeker card, I got the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is worrying, crying, beating yourself up, having these sleepless nights. And you know why you're having these sleepless nights? It's because you keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and you can't figure out which one to decide. But I'm urging you to just cut the cords from some people. Don't try to dim your light or change yourself or make the option that you feel like best suits other people in your life. Pick what's best for you. Be very careful which option that you pick and protect yourself. Alright, so then I got another card which is supposed to give overall guidance for this reading and for you moving forward with the rest of this month into June. And you got the card Radha. And she is the goddess of passionate love and longing. So maybe right now, maybe this is a love situation, or it could be this prince character showing up again. But really, she's here to remind us that love is on the way and to be vulnerable, but don't lose yourself in love. So if there is someone who is influencing your decisions, remember, you can be vulnerable and honest with this person, but you don't have to lose yourself to where they're controlling you and your decisions, if that makes sense. So, Pisces, thank you so much for joining me today. That's all I have for you. Please like, comment, subscribe. Wasn't trying to be harsh here, but that's what the cards were saying, and I really hope that you can focus and make the best decision for you. Thank you for watching. Welcome to your reading, Aries. Finally made it to you. Last but not least. So, I started your reading by getting 3 cards to represent the overall energy of what you're going to be dealing with now through the end of May into the month of June. So, you have the 2 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles reversed. So, the 2 of Cups upright indicates that there is a new love or partnership or connection coming in. This could definitely be romantic. That is the card for it to be romantic, but it could also be business, because this is a general reading, or just a friendship in general, but some sort of close connection. And with the 8 of Wands, I can see it is coming in really swiftly. Apologies, I received a phone call in the middle of your reading. So as I was saying, I can see that this love or new connection is coming in pretty swiftly, like it's coming in hot. So it may have already, you may already have met this person, is what I'm trying to say. But you also have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm feeling at the time that this connection is coming in, you're feeling overworked, tired, you're kind of in decline, you feel kind of limited with your time as far as like you have to work and there's other stuff calling and you can't give your full energy to this connection. So I got 2 cards to clarify and figure out what would help you get through these energies that we just talked about. And we got Dance with Life, do something to change your energy, and the Great Gathering, it's all coming together, Intuitive Hits, Soul Track. So with this Dance with Life card, it literally says do something to change your energy. So when I clarified it, I got the Ace of Swords, which is another new beginning. The truth is going to come out and you're going to get answers about something that's been holding you back in this Pentacles realm. So, also, I apologize if you can hear my cat meowing in the background, but we just have to get through this reading. I'm sorry, guys. But, then you got the Great Gathering, and it says it's all coming together. Intuitive Hits, Soul Tribe. So I feel this really close connection, whoever this person is, whether it be romantic or not, I feel that they're part of a soul tribe that you've been trying to call in and manifest for a long time, and now you just kind of feel like the timing is off because you've got other things on the brain. And when I clarified this, I got the Hermit, so that's indicative that you're going into like your hermit mode and you're just trying to rest and you don't really have time for the people that you want to have time for right now. But it is shown here with this swift energy and this 2 of Cups that someone is definitely coming in very soon. So, but you're being encouraged to dance with life. Just go with the flow. The truth is going to come out. This person is still going to come in and be here. There's no rush, but they're coming in swiftly. But just dance with life. Be free. Just flow with it. And when this person shows up, you're going to know, and it's going to be very smooth. And they may actually help you do something to change this stagnant energy. Now, I got 2 cards from the Archetypes deck to figure out what type of people will come into your life during this time or show up, what kind of archetypes. And you got the Networker, which enhances unity through sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. Now, sometimes the networker's shadow attributes could be like gossip or spreading like falsehood type of thing. However, when I clarified, I got the Queen of Swords. So this person is only honest and direct, and they're only here to be very direct with you, and there's no bullshit here. So no worries about that. this person is probably very strong-willed and very just like sharp and on it. So I think possibly you could be meeting this person through a networking situation, or someone is going to be direct with you and be like, hey, like maybe this is the Two of Cups person that's coming in, or maybe this networker is going to introduce you to this Two of Cups person. Because I see that your Pentacles realm is what I guess is a little bit stagnant right now. So maybe you are doing something at work, a networking thing, and then you do run into this person there. That could definitely be a thing, but I know this is a general reading. That won't be the case for everyone. And then another person coming in is the addict, and it says helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. And so either this could be you or this could be someone else in your life. Super sorry about all these interruptions, Aries. My cat was having a panic where she was freaking out and clawing the crap out of my door and banging it, and I hope I can cut it out where you don't have to hear that, but that is what that was, and she's still meowing right now, so sorry for these interruptions. But as I was saying, this addict here could be you, or it could be someone else in your life who maybe is holding you back and is a reason for some of this stagnation that you've been feeling, or maybe these addictions that you have could be contributing to that. But I see whoever this addict is, I see them continuing to manifest things that fit their addictions. So the Magician can be a bit manipulative at times, so I say use caution around this person, because I'm feeling that they are not this Two of Cups person, so don't get fooled into thinking that they are. And just be very careful around them. But we all have addictions, and that's understandable, but I feel that this person might try to manipulate you, so I want you to be aware of that. So lastly, I got a card from the Yogic Path deck, and this is the card you got was Pitta. And Pitta is all about powerful and fiery energy, very feisty. So, and you are a fire sign, so I know you got that fire up your sleeve, so but I guess this card is here to remind to have like a slow burn, and too much fiery energy can lead to impatience, and this person is definitely coming in, a reason to be impatient about it. Your soul tribe, people who are going to be important to you, not ones who are going to manipulate you and drag you down. So this card reminds you to just have some patience in this situation. Take your time for yourself. Go into hermit mode for a little bit if you need to just, create some sort of change. Maybe just dance in the mirror alone, have a self-care day. But I feel that that's going to help recharge you and get you out of this stagnation as far as things in your life goes, as you wait for this person to enter your life. Alright, Aries, that's all that I have for you today. Hope this helped you, and if it resonated, please like, comment, subscribe. I would love to have your feedback. Join the Mellow gang. Thank you for being here today, and I will see you in another reading. Bye-bye.